All right, so today will mark the official start of HYROX training. So I am going to try to vlog and track the entire progress, the entire process, and the entire preparation as I decide, as of last night, to try the HYROX Boston, which is coming September. So today is July 9th, 2025, and I think that this is the fitness challenge that is worth doing. I have been contemplating a few different things, from trying bodybuilding to maybe a half marathon or a marathon. Now that I started running, I've run like 4 or 5 times, but I've actually been very much so enjoying it. And my fitness routine has improved my ability to run immensely, which is pretty cool. That was also part of why I never liked running, is I was always the caboose, and solo running is not fun. Treadmill is not fun to me. So with the run club, I've actually been enjoying myself, and I have gone from dead last from the first run to sticking to someone that does an Ironman and is a savage at running. So that's in like 4 or 5 runs, whatever it's been. And so starting to feel like the fitness level is actually in a place where I could do something. And the decision has been take on the HYROX. So need to buckle down today and this week to figure out all the items we're going to need at the gym so that I'm able to train for it properly, and in case other members at All Else Fit Club do want to take it on as well, they can train for it properly, and also start to map out, okay, what are the options there? I know that there's the singles, there's the doubles, there's the relay, so need to determine what it is I do want to take on. And on top of all of that, maybe seeing what type of crew we can put together for All Else Fit Club to represent in the HYROX itself at Boston. So again, going to try to document the journey so that others can follow along, because we are going to crush it. Promise you that. The competitive juices are flowing. Honestly, there's a little bit of nervousness, there's some intimidation, there's some butterflies. That's a good thing. That just means that I actually care and want to compete. So I'm going to take that as a positive thing. And as a former athlete, someone that likes to chase a lot of big business opportunities and chase deals and do crazy things like try opening a gym, I like that that uneasy feeling, I guess you can call it, of will it work? Will you be able to do it? How will you do it? Will you succeed in doing it? Or will you simply complete it and it'll suck? So I'm kind of excited about that, because I've done a few different exercises and they've been kind of things you could throw into the HYROX or be considered as training for it. But my fitness level is definitely at an all-time peak high. Just, again, I've noticed it from my ability to run, where formerly in the past, I have sucked at running. Super slow, heavy feet, poor endurance, poor cardio strength. And just the program that I've been on, putting myself through recently, over the last couple of years actually, has helped me just get into much better shape, not just physically externally, but also I can tell internally I'm way more capable. So we're going to dive into this and we're going to take it step by step. So I'm going to do a workout today. I already hit legs today. That was a grind after run club last night. Quick turnaround from last night to this morning. Crushed legs today. So I think we're going to do an abbreviated version of some of the exercises you would do in a HYROX: ski, sled push, sled pull, stuff like that. Throw in maybe some running. I might need to give the knees a rest, just again coming off last night into this morning. But we're just going to start ticking things up, getting it going, and hopefully the process is one that is enjoyable, and it actually tees up very nicely with something that I've been cooking up as a spin-off from All Else Fit Club. I don't know if I want to drop it and announce it right now. I'm debating it literally as we speak. So I've been working on a concept that kind of is supposed to expand beyond All Else Fit Club, which I do hope becomes a bigger thing than just, regional, local. If you can attend the gym, you're all in on it. But I'd like the message to grow beyond that. I'd love to see the gym as a concept itself grow in terms of locations, but I wanted something that might also just extend beyond kind of the four walls of the club itself. And that concept is the Insatiable. Something that I'm honestly unveiling right now to some degree, holding back some details, still working on details, but the Insatiable team is meant to follow a select number of athletes in respective fields, joining them in their journey, watching them crush it, seeing their highs and lows, inspiring others, helping others to do the same. So we have some cool apparel designs actually, as well as a list of athletes that we're hoping are going to be onboarded. And so this will definitely be meshed with the HYROX preparations, training process, and the Insatiable team, the Insatiable athletes, those involved. So I'm kind of excited because that's timing up nicely with a few other things that we're actually holding up the release of the Insatiable team and the concept of the Insatiable brand. So we're going to get into it. I'm going to cut from this now. Next video will be in the gym itself. Let's see what we can do, baby. Okay, let's keep rolling with that video. So I actually had initially considered, let's check the date and the timing, doing the HYROX back in like a month ago, June. And so I actually was looking into how we would be able to train and practice here at All Else Fit Club so that one, it would be actually beneficial and useful and good training, and two, not intrusive on the other members that are trying to work out and don't want to deal with people running around doing HYROX. So I have been kind of mulling over different methods and ideas in my head. I think I have a good strategy in place, and then on top of that, again, the logistics of how would you train. So, the distance of the turf, how many times up and down to be equivalent to what is done on a distance for various aspects of the HYROX. Sled pulls, sled pushes, farmers carries, things like that. So how much distance do you need? How many times back and forth on our turf do you need to know in order to, again, equate to that distance in the actual competition itself? So I had actually done all that legwork determining the items we need here. I did buy a ski erg about a month ago, so kind of hinting at this might pop off. And now that they have announced the HYROX Boston, now that I've kind of jumped back into running, which I hadn't done since like 2021, it's now 2025. So yeah, how about that for a gap? Now the timing is just starting to make sense. I have, like I said, been contemplating a few different fitness challenges, bodybuilding, marathon, half marathon, HYROX, trying to determine what the best play would be for me, my schedule, my fitness goals, and I think this is going to be it. I know this is going to be it. I know it, because we're taking first place. No prisoners here. And so now that we've made that decision, it's time to dig into the logistics of training and all that. So I'm going to order a bunch of stuff today to make sure we have all the equipment we need. And like I said, today I'm going to do a workout that will incorporate some of the exercises you would find in the competition itself. So stay tuned, more to come. I'm going to try to do a good job of doing a good vlog and good tracking of the process. I have not trained for this yet at all, at least not specifically. I've done some things that would maybe overlap or be helpful, but this is like bare bones, square one. I'm in great shape, which is not a brag. I've been grinding and hustling for it. I'm in great shape right now, especially for me. Great conditioning, great strength, feeling healthy, but I haven't done anything geared towards trying to compete like this. So this is going to be fun to kind of start at like baseline level of doing these types of exercises and workouts and aspects of the competition, and seeing how quickly we can actually progress in that, and how quickly we can put together good timing on each of the different whatever exercises. So I hope the training I've been doing thus far is going to be helpful for it, but there's definitely going to be some adjustments and build up of that endurance, 100%. So let's keep cooking with all else going on in life. Stay fit. Alright, we got the first training session about to pop off. Setting up a few different things. Definitely not doing all 8 because we don't have all the equipment yet. Just ordered some stuff. And I'm not going to be able to tee up running today, so I'm just going to go through ski erg, sled push, sled pull, rower, and farmer's carries at least. I also don't have a ton of time, so I'm going to see what I can fit in. Again, first session to be logged in the books. Let's get it done. All right, quick recap. Just finished the first training session for HYROX, and pretty good. So I actually did do all 8 items on the list, even though we were missing some of the equipment for it. So did start with the ski erg, did do the sled push and pull, then jumped into the burpee broad jump, then did the rowing, then did the kettlebell farmer carry, and then I did do a walking lunge without any weights. The sandbags are not in yet. Also, I did legs this morning, so yeah, that probably wouldn't have happened anyways. And then I don't have the wall balls yet, so I just did 100 air squats, and then I finished with the run at the end. So I didn't do running in between. I need to figure out how to implement that. I hate the treadmill. That is not going to work. It does not keep a good pace, and there's too much messing around getting on and off of it. So I'm gonna need to figure out how to jump outside quickly and run back inside to go to the next event. Also, there was some messing around. Obviously, the turf is only so long here, so a lot of spinning with the sleds, turning for, you know, burpee broad jumps, the kettlebell farmer's carries, the lunges, all that. So you do lose some time doing that, but it's all good. It's part of the training, and then the longer it is, the straighter it is. Hopefully you are better equipped. So far so good. It was enjoyable. Hopefully we can increase the speed and lower the time of each event. Again, keeping in mind that I did just run last night and crushed legs this morning, so I'm giving myself a little bit on that. And then also just kind of reading the paper every time, make sure I've got the right distances and weights and all that. And yeah, so let's keep crushing it, keep cranking. Session 1, check it off. Hopefully onward and upward from here. I meant to add the time too. Started at 3:45, ended at 4:20, so about 35 minutes. Again, didn't have the running in between, but also too much messing around with the first time, setting up and spinning sleds and all that, so you do lose time for that. But also not having a sandbag for the lunges, not having the ball for the wall balls, so it's all right. First session in, let's go.